Hello, everyone. I welcome you to an introduction on a very beautiful subject, Bach flower remedies. And what I really hope to do through today's talk is give you a larger vision. What are Bach flower remedies? What do they do? What is it really all about? I'm looking forward to taking you into this wondrous garden of healing. And I hope that if you like what you come across, you may be inspired to explore it for yourself further. Now, the reason I'm such an advocate of this great body of work is because I have seen firsthand how life enhancing and even more how life changing it can be. I have seen that with my family, with my husband, my children, my domestic staff, and they have problems, especially in the lockdown. They didn't know where to turn, and my Bach flower remedies have taken them through this year. Of course, the whole world can attest to it. Thousands of people are experiencing the benefits of Bach flower remedies. And more than that, from personal experience, I have probably taught 100 students in this one lockdown year, more before that. And every student gives me such positive feedback how it's helped them, how it's taken them through the pandemic, how it's helped them in general in life. You can even help your pets. Of course, at one level, it's an idea whose time has come because all over the world, a lot of people are talking about Bach flower remedies. But actually, this was discovered almost 100 years ago by Dr. Bach, and they have suddenly exploded into human consciousness. And this is, why? Because Dr. Bach was actually a visionary way before his times. He was a doctor, he was a surgeon, he was a homeopath, he was a spiritual writer, he was an empath, he was a visionary. Way beyond his times, he had tapped into energy, positive vibrations, emotional well being, leading to physical well being 100 years ago before they become the new age buzzwords. So it's not that the Bach remedies have caught up with us, it's human consciousness has expanded and is now ready to avail of this richness of the Bach flower remedies. At this point, I would like to tell you that some people call him Dr. Bach and some people call him Dr. Batch. Neither is right or wrong. Dr. Bach was born Dr. Bach, that was his given name. But when he was in medical school, his co-students nicknamed him Batch. So in medical school, he became Dr. Batch. And when he sort of got his degree, he was Dr. Batch. But I believe that after he gave up the medical practice, which I will come to sometime in the PowerPoint, and he moved to Wales to focus on the Bach flower remedies, he reverted to his name as Dr. Bach. The London Center calls him Dr. Bach. Many people call him Dr. Batch. But if you knew Dr. Bach, it would not matter to him what you call him. It's his work that's important to us. So what I really want to do today through this presentation is what is the unique USP of Bach remedies? What is it really about? Why is it so special? What is it, that is so beautiful that almost the whole world is now starting to use them? So the first thing that drew me to the Bach flower remedies is that they connect you to the inner healer. Now, I'm a spiritual teacher, I'm a spiritual facilitator. I know I met a lot of gurus. And what is a guru, spiritual guru's real work? To connect you to the inner guru. That's the work of a spiritual guru. They don't want you to be coming back to them for your whole life. They want you to connect to your own spiritual inner guru. In the same way, Dr. Bach wanted you to connect to your inner healer so that you could take charge of your own health. His entire philosophy is based on this: keep it simple so that the layman can heal themselves. That's the beauty of Bach flower remedies. And in fact, as I've told you, he was a successful doctor, surgeon, Harley Street practice, and therefore he saw in-house the limitations of the medical field. And he yearned to give his fellow man a more holistic, a more natural, and most of all, a more self-reliant way to heal themselves. And he pondered on this: how can I help my fellow man? How can I get them out of this medical system? And he realized, as he gave time to this, that the best way was to help people maintain their optimal emotional and mental balance. day to day. He realized that when we are emotionally and mentally in day to day balance, it leads to general well being, which leads to physical well being. And that was his discovery, and that's what he spent the remainder of his life to work on, to become your own healer, to take your health back in your own hands. Now, I don't know how many of you know we have almost 90,000 thoughts a day. Yes, 90,000 thoughts a day. Some are positive, some are negative, some are challenging. One day I'm happy, in the afternoon I'm sad. Right now, I'm feeling very positive. By the evening, you might be worried about the pandemic. We are going up and down, up and down. And we take it as part of life. That's what life is. But no, my beloved friends, when we are going up and down, we're impacting our energy field. Our energy field is in chaos, it's not in balance. And that's what creates the emotional, sense of disturbance and the physical. That's what creates physical disease. And he said, I have to give humanity a method to keep this balance. So I'm going to do a little experiment with you. So those of you who are watching me live or later can sort of do this for themselves. I want you to close your eyes just for a few moments and focus on the words I'm saying. Fear, anger, rage, hate, anxiety, chaos, panic, loss, disease. Open your eyes and become aware. What did you feel when I said those words? And this was only an experiment. I was just shooting out a few words, yet your energy field plunged. Your energy field went into chaos. You felt, oh my God, I'm not feeling good. And this is what we are doing to ourselves through the day. And what do the Bach remedies do? They actually harmonize these negative energies, these challenging energies. That's all they do. So another little experiment. Close your eyes and now become aware, what do these words do? Love, friendship, family, laughter, lightness, positivity, beauty, fun, peace. You may open your eyes. Most of you would have felt better, felt uplifted, felt lighter, felt a feel good factor. And this is what the remedies are doing for us. They are harmonizing the chaotic remedies and making us feel lighter and better. So this is a beautiful thing to, you can actually try this through the day. You can put an alarm on your mobile phone to ring at random times in the day. And then when it does, become aware at that point, what were you thinking? And you will be surprised. Anger, hate, fear, worry, you will be surprised how much of your day is spent on that. And this is what the remedies help you bring into balance. And because your emotional and mental frame is in balance, you are in a general sense of well-being. General sense of well-being will lead to long-term physical well-being. He was a doctor. Yes, so this is very important for you to remember that we bring alive the inner healer. The second aspect, so the first aspect was that the Bach remedies connected to the inner healer. The second beauty of these remedies is they heal the source of your disease, they heal the root, they heal the cause. I'm going to use this beautiful quote from Tao Te Ching to bring this alive. Once the work is done at the source, the whole river comes clean. Think about that. Now, Dr. Bach discovered 100 years ago what we so take for granted now, that disease, emotional, mental, or physical, is literally disease. Emotional or mental, when you're not at ease emotionally or mentally, when there are emotional or mental disturbances, disease in the mind, in the heart, leads to physical disease. But what do we do when we go to heal our physical issues? We heal the symptoms, we heal the effects, we heal the headache, we heal the stomachache, we heal the cancer. We're not healing the source, the root, the cause, what created that disease. And all these emotional imbalances are held in our energy body. Over years, they become the physical diseases. Then we go to doctors and we cure the symptoms. So we cure one symptom, it becomes another symptom and a third symptom, and we're stuck in this loop, of the medical field and medication. And Dr. Bach said, no, what's the point? Let's heal the source, the root, the cause, the emotional disturbance, the mental disturbance. Because once that is healed, you will not have the cause and you cannot become physical disease. And therefore, when you heal the cause, the root, the emotional disturbance through these remedies on a day-to-day simple way, the river that you are comes clean. So that was the second beautiful aspect of the Bach remedies. First is they connect you to your own inner healer. They keep your health in your own hand. And day to day, you don't wait to fall sick. Day to day, you're keeping yourself in balance. Secondly, they heal the source, the root, the cause, the emotional disturbance, the disease in your mind, and therefore they heal even external disease. So I've told you that the remedies actually heal you physically, emotionally, mentally. And this is a little diagram for you to see what it does. When we are worried, when we have fear, when we have anxiety, this is all coming in our energy field. And this is where it actually stays for months or years before it becomes a physical disease that you know. And you take a few drops of these Bach flower remedies and you start to heal the emotional and mental body. When the emotional body is healed, the mental body is healed, you open up to your own prana system of healing. And that's the beauty of what Bach flower remedies do. They heal the emotional and mental body. They open you up to your own inner system of healing. So the third part, yeah. So the one is they connect you to your own inner healer. The second is they heal the roots and the causes rather than the effects. And so we will come to the third, raise your vibrations. But at this point, I would like to give a disclaimer that of course we value our doctors. Of course we have great, we give them great honor, the medical field. Of course there's a time for medication. So the Bach flower remedies, the beauty of them is that they can even work with the medication you are taking. And the whole point of Bach is that if you heal yourselves emotionally and mentally, you will need less and less doctors. You will need less and less medication, which is what a doctor wants anyway. Yes, but till we need medication, we take it, and we are in great honor to our wonderful doctors. So we come to the third aspect of Bach flower remedies, what really drew me to them and what's very important in the now, especially during this pandemic. What are the remedies? First, we must understand what are they. They are 38 of the highest vibrations from nature. Dr. Bach chose 38 flowers, and I'm going to come to how he chose them. The 38 of the most beautiful, higher frequency flowers in nature. And he devised a system how to harness their energy. And therefore, when you have a Bach flower remedy, when you use a Bach flower bottle, all that it contains is the energy of the flower. He would pluck the flower at midday when the sun was fully there. He would soak them in bowls of fresh spring water, so the energy of the flower released into the water, and the physical flower was then taken out, discarded, not used. There is nothing physical in your Bach flower remedy. It's the pure energy of the flower, and 38 of the highest vibrations of nature are to be found in your remedies. And he has harnessed them into easy drops to take from a bottle. Now, energy, vibrations, there are many ways to raise your vibrations. You can meditate, you can chant, you can do spiritual exploration, you can hear music, you can play with your pet, your children. Anyway, you can raise your vibration. But all this takes time: chanting, meditation, spiritual growth. And sometimes when you're really down and out, you don't know how to raise your energy. And this Bach flower remedies is a direct oral way. You take 4 drops 4 times a day, and because they are the highest, finest energies in nature, they help you raise your energies automatically. It's beautiful. You have to try it. There's nothing physical in the bottle. It's pure energy to energy. There's no substances in it, no side effects. You can't go wrong. And therefore, I say it's light in a bottle. When you sit in light, don't you feel good when you go out in the sun? And can darkness enter light? No. So it's having light in a bottle. It's positive thinking in a bottle. When you can't do your positive thinking, Bach will enable you. It's chants in a bottle, because the highest frequency of the chants are the same as in a bottle. It's nature in a bottle. Don't you feel good when you go out to nature? 99% of us just feel good. The minute we are in trees and flowers, we feel good. That's why, because this is nature itself in a bottle. And of course, it can help you in meditation, and therefore it is meditation in a bottle too. I want you to see this because this frequency part is very important. What are you doing? This is a chart called emotional quotient. These are the higher emotions: joy, love, passion, hope. And these are the lower ones: frustration, impatience, worry, doubt, anger. Where are you vibrating? Are you vibrating here or here? And we all want to vibrate here, but we don't know how. Sometimes we go to counselors, sometimes we go to our family. We understand that we need to vibrate at a higher level. We understand we need to move away from anger, doubt. We don't know how. And these Bach remedies actually make the shift for you in your energy field, and therefore you can make them in your life. Highest of the vibrations that you can possibly get is in the Bach flower remedies, and it's nature. Yeah, nature. There's nothing to be scared about. It can't go wrong. It's like going and sitting under a tree with the sound of birds and bees and flowers around you. That's what it is. So you can't go wrong in Bach flower remedies, which is a beautiful part of the remedies. And another thing, the higher your frequencies, the lower frequencies can't impact you. Disease can't impact you. Sorrow can't impact you. People around the lower frequencies around you can't impact you. But because you're vibrating at a higher frequency, you can impact the world. You can impact disease. You can impact the lower disease. So the lower frequencies cannot coexist with these higher disease. That's why it keeps you in a very beautiful emotional, mental, and physical state of well-being. And then the fourth reason, very important. So first is you become your inner healer. Second is you heal the roots and causes, not the symptoms. Third is it's a beautiful way to raise your frequencies, rise above the suffering of the world, the pandemics of the world, the problems of the world, and impact the world. Therefore, the fourth beautiful reason why I really teach Bach through my workshops is heal thyself and heal thy world. Be a ripple effect. Many of us want to change the world, help the world, impact the world. What difference can I make? And the only true difference you can make in the world is if your energies are resonating to a higher, finer, more positive. That's what you're going to help with the world. Yeah, you're going to actually impact the world. So by taking the Bach remedies, you heal yourself, you become a positive energy field, and you become literally a light worker for your world. Especially during the pandemic, there was chaos. There was fear. Now, if you took the remedies and brought your chaos down, there was less chaos in the world. If you brought your fear down, there was less fear in the world. If you became stronger, there was more strength in the world. And therefore, I call my workshops Heal Thyself and Heal Thy World, because when you take the remedies, you raise your frequencies, you will help the world to do that. We don't live in a world only by ourselves. Yeah, we have family, we have friends, and don't we want the world to become a better place? The world is not going to become a better place by, just hoping and waiting. When enough humans can vibrate to a higher consciousness, when we can think positively, the world will change. God willing, the pandemic will go. And so I come to the fifth and one of the most beautiful reasons to learn Bach. Keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple was Dr. Bach's mantra. He wanted to keep it so simple that anyone, any layman, no detailed study of homeopathy, no mystical energy, Reiki, pranic, no deep study of the mind, no learning having no medical knowledge. He wanted the layman, you and me, to help ourselves, to heal ourselves simply by focusing on, if today I'm angry, let me take holly. Today I'm feeling sad, let me take ginger. Today I'm feeling very worried about my daughter, let me take red chestnut. That's simple. He did all the hard work and he made it into simple keywords, 38 keywords for us to understand. So human emotions are complex, but the keywords are simple. So what am I feeling now? Okay, today I'm feeling very, hopeless. Nothing is happening with the world. I will take gauze, I will get lifted with hope, and I will emanate that in my world. I will feel better, my world will feel better. No, today I'm really angry. And I'm angry with, some country, or I'm angry with China, or I'm angry with this pandemic. I'm blaming the world. Do you know what you're doing to your energy field? Oh my God. No, I will take willow and I will calm, I will be cool, and I will come into my higher balance. So the best part of learning Bach flower remedies, it's very simple to learn, very simple to use, and therefore very simple to practice almost immediately. Yeah, on a day-to-day basis. and of course, if you choose to go professional. So the 5 beautiful reasons, the backdrop: be your own healer, heal the roots, the causes, not the symptoms, which will just keep changing. Raise your frequency, because lower frequencies cannot coexist with higher frequencies. What a gift. Heal yourself and heal your world, your families, the world at large. And 5, it's one of the most simplest systems to learn. What more could Dr. Bach do for us? And so I'm coming to, one second. To meet Dr. Bach. So now we're going to meet Dr. Bach. Of course, this is Dr. Bach. He was, born in 1986, so it's a long time ago. And the beauty of Dr. Bach is that since he was a young boy, he was very sensitive to nature, sensitive to suffering, wanted to heal. His father ran actually an iron foundry. He was used to work in that, but he was always always thinking about his co-workers, about his employees, anybody hurting, anybody suffering. And he said, I want to heal. And look at the purity of his intent to become a doctor, not so that he could become, successful and make money. He became a doctor so he could heal people. He became a doctor, he became a surgeon, he had a Harley Street practice, and then he realized somewhere, this is not what I want to do, because this is not really healing anybody. We fix their problems temporarily, but what's happening to the layman? They're not really getting healed. And he went to a party, and he saw a lot of people there one day, and he said, oh my God, this is the answer. I don't have to heal the symptoms, I have to heal the person. Each one needs a different sort of healing. So today, Ravisha may have a headache because she's a very, impatient type. She will need impatience. Today, somebody else may have a headache because they've gone through a shock, so they will need Star of Bethlehem. So he realized that healing is tailor-made to the person, not to the symptom. And that's how he gave up his medical field, successful. He moved to Wales, and he said, this is what I have to discover. How do I heal the person? And he said, I know the answer is going to be found in nature. So he walked the fields, and then he realized that these flowers have the opposite positive frequencies. And if I can find a way to harness them and put them in a bottle where I can reach it out to the world, that's my answer. He found one flower by one flower by one flower, 38 remedies over many years. It wasn't like a quick job. He would go near the flower, he would feel the opposite symptom. He would feel anger. Then he said, okay, this flower is divine love, holly. So he bottled holly and the anger would go. Yeah, so he would go to another flower and feel, oh, got tired. Then he realized actually the flower is the opposite frequency of energy, and he would bottle that and feel energy. That's how he found flower after flower after flower. And, there's much more as to how he really found the flowers, but we will, explore that at some other time. So now I'm coming to, what do the remedies do for me in day-to-day ways? We've understood the backdrop, the vista, the largeness of the Bach flowers. They help you heal yourself. They help you heal the roots. They help you raise your frequencies. They help you heal the world. And they're simple to learn. And the purity of the creator, that's why the remedies are so successful. His purity is in play 100 years down the line. But okay, I've understood that. But what do they do? How will they help me in day-to-day ways? 1, they can help you reach your highest potentials. Yeah. Now, all of us know we have good points and negative points. I have a lot of strengths, but I have a lot of weaknesses. And I know I need to move away from my weaknesses. I know I should not be so impatient, or I should not be so angry, or I should not have, lack of confidence, whatever your weaknesses are. But I don't know what to do. So I might go to counseling, I might try and do it, and then I try and I don't succeed, and then I give up and I say, okay, let it be. The Bach remedies will help you walk the line on the positive side. If you have lack of confidence, they will build up your confidence. If you're impatient, they will give you patience. If you're a bully or a boss, they will help you calm down. They will help you reach your higher potentials. They will help you, move into your positive side rather than operating from your challenging side. I mean, how often we don't want to be our limited sides and we don't know what to do? Well, the Bach flowers can help you. And the most creative act we can undertake is recreating ourselves. Saying, okay, I'm going to move into my higher potentials, into the higher self that I am. That's one thing they do, one very beautiful thing they do. Secondly, heal thyself, heal thy family. Now, when I first began with Bach, yeah, nobody in my family was taking them. When they saw the changes that came in me, my husband, my daughter, my domestic staff, my sister, my friends, everybody, almost everybody I know is taking them. And you know what it does? It helps your relationship. So today, if I'm blaming my husband and I'm angry with my husband is angry with me, we will both take, let's say, Holly and Willow. We will both come into our balance. It'll heal our relationship. Let's say today my daughter is very worried about me and very anxious about something in the house. I will give her red chestnut so that she can heal herself, in that our relationship will get healed. So, my beloved, viewers, not only do you heal yourself, not only do you move into your better and higher qualities, you heal your relationships. By bringing yourself into balance, you bring your relationships into balance. It's beautiful. If you're feeling very guilty about something you've done with your husband, you will take pine. You will come into your own balance, and that will help you get a better, more equal relationship with your husband, daughter, child, staff, wherever it is. My maids came to me crying during the pandemic that, oh God, my mother is being very mean to me on the phone. And, she was in a very hysterical thing. And I gave her remedies to calm herself, to feel love. And in a couple of days, she was talking to her mother and saying, thank you, Bhabiji, all is well. They're not magic. Please don't they're not magic. But oh my God, can they help you? Can they heal you? If you take them in the right way, most certainly. So you can move into your higher potentials, you can improve your relationships. Then, the most important thing, what's my current stress point? What is creating confusion for me now? What is bringing me unhappiness now? What is my current stress point? And that is the beauty of the Bach remedies. It doesn't want to, it doesn't bother about what you felt 20 days ago or what you may feel later. What am I, what can I not handle now? What's throwing me off balance now? Okay, somebody will say, today I'm really scared. I have to go out and I've not gone out for so many days. Take Mimilis. Or somebody will say, I just can't cope, Divyaji, I just can't cope with what's happening in my life and in the world. Take Elm. Somebody will say, I'm not really gone out for so many days. I need company, I need attention, I need my friends, I need companionship. Take Heather. Yeah, so depending on what is upsetting you today. Today I'm in panic. I'm in panic for some reason. Take Rock Rose. So there is a remedy for anything that can be your stress point in the now. And the beauty of Bach is take it now, take it the way you will learn in a workshop or you can read a book on it. Take it in the proper way and you will come into balance. And if every day you'll bring yourself into balance, you're going to be in a general state of well-being, which will be emotionally, mentally, and physically healthy for you. It's very, for people who feel, oh, I have no love in my life, take chicory. Or somebody will say, I'm addicted to something, take walnut. So there's a remedy for everything. Change is the only constant in life. Humans are playing a game called change, and most of us don't like change. Change is upsetting. And whenever we are going through any sort of change, we are uncomfortable and we say, okay, we are uncomfortable, but this is life. We have to go through it. But do you know what it's doing to your energy field? You're creating disease, emotional, mental, or physical. And the Bach remedies are one of the most beautiful ways to go through periods of transition. Now you can go for physical changes. I have to move country. I have to move residence. I have to change my school. I have to change my place of work. I'm feeling uncomfortable. I can't adjust. You will take a Bach remedy for it. It can be honeysuckle. It can be walnut. It can be amongst the other remedies. Or it may be physiological changes. I'm teething. I'm going through menopause. I'm getting PMS. I don't know how to tackle it. You can take Bach remedies. Now, when my dog, I have a beloved pet, and when I bought my pet for the first time, he was going through his change. He was missing his previous home, and I healed him through Bach. And in a couple of days, he was a happy, chirpy puppy. Emotional changes, loss, bereavements, divorce, or this change that we're all going through. We are locked into our homes. We're not living a normal life. It's an altered lifestyle. I don't know. I can't tackle this. It's getting to me. I would give you a remedy for that so that you can go through this period of transition. And environmental changes, the weather is changing, it's raining and I'm feeling cranky, I've got jet lag, there are also ways now. Bach cannot heal COVID, but definitely we can give you remedies to keep yourself in your best possible energy field so that you have the least possible chance of getting it. So it can help you heal yourself. It can help you move into your better person. It can help you change your relationships. It can help you go through periods of transition. And a very beautiful aspect of Bach. Find your purpose in the now. Look at this quote. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Now, Dr. Bach has given many remedies to find your purpose because he realized the importance of finding your purpose to live. Once you have a purpose to live, it doesn't have to be a grand purpose. It can be to look after your children. It can be to look after your work. It can be to be a good dancer, a spiritual teacher, a healer. It doesn't matter what your purpose is, but to find your purpose. Because Dr. Bach was actually, when he first began his work, he was found with a brain hemorrhage and given a couple of months to live. But he, at that point, found this purpose to live. He says, I can't die. I have found this system. I'm going to give this system to the world. He lived 17 years. After those few months, he healed himself and he lived because he said, I found my purpose to be. And therefore, very often, college students don't know what to do. Should we take up science? Should we take a gap year? Should we, go to what line of work should we do? The empty nest syndrome, women, the husbands have, the marriage is settled, the children have grown up. I don't know what to do, or crossroads of life, or after retirement. Any time in your life, anytime if you're confused, what is my next step? What is the path I need to take? There are a variety of remedies. If you're simply confused, should I take up science or maths? We will give you scleranthus. If you're lost about the path ahead, we will give you wild oat. If you're the type who sort of gets very influenced by what everybody around you is saying, no, I want to be a doctor, but everybody is saying I should not be that, we will give you Serato to stick to your own voice. So you can find your purpose to be. So these are all the deeper ways that the remedies work. Of course, rescue remedy for trauma, for crisis management. Now, this is one thing I recommend all of my students to keep in your bag, in your handbag, and one by your bedside. It is amazing. Any trauma, any crisis, any shock, anything that you've gone through, you take a few drops of this and you will definitely, I promise you, start feeling better. It's not magic. It's not the hocus pocus. It's not that everything goes flying out of the window. You will feel better. And if you continue to take it as you have been advised to, you will feel better and better till that will be either lower, lesser, or thing of the past. And this rescue remedies for anything. Anxiety. I don't know why I'm feeling anxiety. Or I just got bad news. Or, I'm just feeling out of sync. I got a hangover. I got a mosquito bite. I mean, it can cover the gamut. So it's a very beautiful thing. Rescue remedy is the most popular Bach remedy. It's actually the 39th remedy, a mix of 5 other remedies, which you would learn if you came to a workshop or, learned about it from a book. And of course, love me, love my pet, for all pet lovers, even plant lovers. Bach flower remedies are a beautiful way to help your pets. Now, whether your pet is scared because of the firecrackers, mimilis, your dog is scared because he's shivering because he has to go to the vet and get a shot, give him, rock rose. Or he's a very hyper, what do I do with my dog? He's barking all the time. He's very aggressive. Give him wine and vervain. Or, I have had another child and my dog is very jealous and become very needy. Give him chicory. So there's so many beautiful ways we can help our pets. Even now during the pandemic, because initially my pet couldn't go down for his long walks, he was very upset. And honestly, promise, I've healed my pet to be a happy pet through the Bach remedies. You can even help and heal your plants for those of you who are plant lovers. Now, this is a very much deeper aspect. Yes, this is a much deeper aspect. It's called intergenerational healing. When you heal yourself, you heal the family line. You heal generations ahead. Most of you know family dynamics, family drama carries on. Let's say today, me and my father, or there's been a bitter fight, then my child will grow up to hate his grandfather. Or if I have been a drug addict, then, my child will be seeing that and may become a drug addict. Family dynamics carry on generation after generation after generation. You heal yourself, you heal your children, and you remove it from the generations, forthcoming generations. You remove it from your family line. You heal intergenerationally, beloved viewers. It's amazing what you can do. I had a client who was, his father was an alcoholic who used to beat his mother, and he vowed to himself, I will never drink. But that's what he'd seen when he grew up. He became an alcoholic and started beating his wife, though he had vowed he would never be that. And his children saw that and they grew up to be that. And that's when they realized, we can't allow this to go down into my grandchildren and down the line. He healed himself, he healed his children, and God willing, the grandchildren are going to be a whole new generation, not carrying this family karma or this family trauma. And so we come to a very deeper aspect. So while Bach remedies can be used for emotional, mental healing, which will lead to physical healing at some level, it can, I've given you all the beautiful ways you can do for practical, down to earth things. Yeah. So today you can say, let's say, I've worked too hard this last month and I just can't take it anymore. Take oak, then that'll give you a rest. It'll give you a relax. Let's say a client comes to me and says, they've got cancer. So now doctor will heal the cancer, chemotherapy, all of that. But when I go into the client story, I say, okay, this person has got cancer because he's undergone through a major shock 20 years ago. And he's feeling so guilty. He's carrying that guilt in his body. I will heal the shock with Star of Bethlehem. I will heal the guilt with pine. And we will hope that the healing takes place at a much more powerful level. But of course, other than your physical and emotional and mental and day-to-day life, Bach remedies can be great for those of you on a spiritual journey. It's healing your energy field. Do you know what your energy field is? That's where your chakras are. So as you heal your emotional and mental energy field, you're healing the chakras, you're balancing the chakras, your mind is coming into inner peace, and your energy field is expanding, expanding, expanding. The fear is not contracting it, the worry is not contracting it, the loss of hope is not contracting it. So you're healing your chakras, you're bringing peace of mind, your energy field is expanding. It's a beautiful tool. It's not the only way you will spiritually grow, of course not, but with whatever path you're doing, it's a beautiful tool to grow spiritually. If you have harmony within, enhanced relationships. Yes, you have confidence, you can have professional success. Inner healing will lead to emotional and physical well-being, and letting go of all this debris that we carry and taking the energy that I need in the now is spiritual ripening. So, of course, this is just a gist, just an intro to, open your mind out to what the Bach flowers are really all about. So, what a lot of people ask me at this point is, but Divya ji, there are only 38 remedies. How can 38 remedies do all this for us? Because 38 remedies can be blended. You can make 7 blends, you can add 7 remedies and you get this combination, which I cannot even read aloud. 292000000 unique combinations tailor-made for you. So if one client says that I am today in panic and I'm very worried about my daughter and I've lost complete hope. So for panic, I'll give her rock rose. For worry about her daughter, I will give red chestnut. For having lost hope, I will give her gorse. But another client will say, I just can't take this pandemic anymore. I just can't take it. I'm losing control. I'm going haywire. And Divya ji, I need to meet friends. I need to party. I will give that client cherry plum and maybe heather. So it's tailor-made. What are you feeling? What is your stress point? What is your disease? And the beauty of that, not only is it tailor-made for you, this can support any other form of healing. It's called complementary and not alternative healing. You can take it with your homeopathy. You can take it with your allopathy. You can take it with your Ayurveda. You can take it with whatever healing you're doing. Why? There's nothing physical in it. It's only healing your energy field. So it cannot counteract any other healing that you're doing. First. Secondly, energetically, it's healing you. Whatever other system you're using will work stronger, will work more powerfully, will work more strongly, because at the energy level, you are being healed. That's another beautiful thing to understand about the Bach. There's nothing physical in it. You can have no physical reaction. It cannot come in the way of any other system you're using. You can use it with your homeopathy, your allopathy, with whatever. It will only help whatever healing, and you can make a tailor-made combination for you. So, beloved friends, I have just given you, a synopsis on this. A lot of people think that Bach remedies are, that you cannot heal. So they're called healing of the psyche. Yeah, emotional, mental. But if your emotional and mental mind is healed, won't you be physically healed? So yes, they do have physical effects. The only thing is in Bach, you can't say, I have a headache, give me a Bach remedy. No, I can't. Why do you have a headache? Oh, I'm very angry with my husband. Take Holly. Why do you have a headache? Oh, I've got such a shock today, I lost my job. Take Star of Bethlehem. So it will help. It will help. And day to day, day to day, day to day. See, this is not a magic. Nothing happens in, overnight. But day to day, day to day, day to day, you're keeping yourselves in more and more and more balance. Wow. Emotional balance, mental balance, peace of mind, chakras aligned, energy field expanding, a better life. So, of course, I do workshops on Zoom these days. In fact, I've been teaching for the last 7-8 years, but in this 1 year, because of the pandemic and Zoom, I reached out to 100 students. And each one's feedback is what inspires me to give these talks. Because each one tells me, oh my God, Divya, just changed our life. I have a student who just called me up and said, Divya, my daughter is going to LA to study, and she says, I'm not going without my Bach kit. So it's not only that the students learn, their children learn, their husbands get help. And of course, it's very easy. The moment you finish a workshop, either through me or somebody else, or you learn it through books, or you learn it through whichever way, there are a lot of ways to learn Bach, you can start using it almost immediately. So, that's the talk. I hope it's given you a gist into what Bach flower remedies can really be. Yes. And these are the bottles that you would normally buy. And these are the bottles you would make them in. And it's a very easy system to learn, to use, and to help yourselves. So I wish all of you the 38 positive frequencies, that you may avail them, you may use them, and I bestow them on you today so that you can help yourself, heal your world, raise your frequency, raise the world. Lots of love, lots of blessings, Divya.